And it looks like my wreath is soaked. Now that's a lot more heavier. It's not lightweight, and we're ready to start. Okay. Now, we're going to start with the foundation, Little Gem Magnolia, which can be purchased here at Flower Power. Okay, now we're cutting it, leaving maybe about 15 centimetres in height, because that's all you need for this arrangement. So just like that, slip on the heels because it makes the insert easier when you're placing it into the oasis. So just like that. Does anybody have Little Gem Magnolia in their backyard? Nobody? Have I inspired you? Well, maybe not yet because the arrangement's not done. But hopefully by the end of the show, I shall inspire you to invest in this beautiful foliage. It also makes lovely buttonholes because, as you can see, it's gold on one side and green on the other, and it makes lovely napkin arrangements. So I think that's enough. Okay, let's start with the magic, and if I need more, we'll put that aside. Okay, now where do we start? Everybody's wearing a watch. Well, let's hope everyone's wearing a watch. Clockwork. We start at 12. What comes after 12? 1? Well, the same thing with working with a wreath. You start at 12 and you start 1, 2, 3, 4 until you come back to 12. So just like that, in and out of the wreath, we're putting it into the oasis. How lucky are we? Today's a very sunny day. I honestly thought it was going to rain. But thank God it's not. It's a lovely day today. So just like that, we're planting in the Little Gem Magnolia.
So you're putting that in the side or on the top?
We're putting it in to the side. So I'll be showing you what it looks like on the side and then again what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so we're just lacing the sides with the Little Gem Magnolia, and very shortly I am going to be starting on the inside. This makes a lovely centerpiece for Christmas. You can also put a vase in the middle, whether it's at this height or a tall vase, and I'll be demonstrating that very, very shortly. So this design here can have two different looks. Now I'm starting to place the Little Gem Magnolia on the inside, and once I'm finished, I'll show you what that looks like. So just like that. Don't put too much greenery because there won't be room for the plant material that I've just showcased earlier. So just like that, make sure your benches are clean. Don't worry about the bottom. Like they say, never trust a skinny chef, never trust a florist that's very neat. So it's neat on the surface but very messy at this level. So keeping that in mind, how does that look? Okay, now we start with the plant material. The kale, ornamental kale, we're slipping on the heels and we're grooming it at the same time. We're placing it, that's a thicker stem, so make sure you get the placement right with a thick stem. And the reason why is because if you make a mistake, you've got a very big hole in your oasis. So moving on. This is what it looks like at Flower Power. I've repotted that. These pots are on special, they're half price and they can be found near the cash registers there. So that kale is in my arrangement, like that. So if you want to bring it indoors, you're able to. Place it in some water and then you can replant it again. We've also got it in that colour here too. Okay, so I'll put that there. Moving on. So we're giving it a haircut. Now I like to group my plant materials. I feel that it's more effective when it's grouped. Okay, we're almost there. Does anybody have kale in their backyard?
I have the purple one.
You have the purple one? Oh, lovely. So if you want to add colour to your backyard, especially in winter, I recommend that you invest in kale because it's very, very colourful and very, very hardy. And colour is very colour. Bring it indoors to enjoy because if you wake up to colour and flowers, you're guaranteed a better start to the day. So we're almost there. Now the next plant material that I'll be using is the Cymbidium. And we're going to be using the pink one. Okay. Lovely. Now I've got some Floristry sun grease here. Now this is a vial. Does that look familiar to anybody? Yeah. We can fill that up with water. If you want extra height to your plant material, and I'll demonstrate what I mean by that. So we've got an orchid. If you're going to be placing it into this arrangement, it has a very low stem. So we need a vial. Now the vial can be cut to any length, as demonstrated. So just like that, using your Cymbidium orchid, which is very, very pretty in colour, we're going to be placing it into the ring like so. And I'll be demonstrating what that looks like very, very shortly. So see how it sits nicely in the arrangement? Okay. So repeating the process with your vials. I won't be putting water into them because we're very restricted on time, folks. So just like that, and then again, Cymbidiums can stay out of water for 24 hours and it won't lose its crisp. So they're very, very hardy plant materials to work with. So just like that, we're placing it into the mix. Lovely. Now, have I so far inspired anybody to maybe look into Cymbidiums? There you go. So just like that, we're placing it into the wreath. And as you can see, folks, it comes in many different colours. So there is the colour yellow, and as you can see there, it's laced with a bit of red, which is very stimulating. We've also got it in lime yellow. So that's very different. Has anyone seen it in that colour before? No. No? So it is my favourite plant material, orchids. Now with orchids, there's many varieties to choose from. There's the Phalaenopsis orchid, which is just here. We sell them right here at Flower Power as well. There's the Vanda orchid, which I'll be showcasing very, very shortly. So if you want to go lower, don't hesitate to cut your vial stem shorter. And just like that, we're placing it in on the side. It just sits there nicely.